Hello friends, I'm Run for the Win, and you are watching how to record in Audacity, or not, oh my god, I can't think today. You're watching how to make horror music horror background music to be specific, out of any type of, any music file. So, I'm gonna get my cursor on the screen. Good, you can see it. Sorry about the slightly blurry quality, my screen is bigger than 720p, and I'm recording in 720p. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get a song into Audacity. So in order to do that, we have to take Audacity, I'll put it to the side there, and we're going to take Dr. Vox Hero, or Hero by Dr. Vox, which is my outro music, and we're going to put it into Audacity. You can't see it because it came up on the other screen, so here it is. This came up. I usually make a copy of the files before editing because it's the default. So yeah. Now if we go here, and if you press spacebar, it will play the music. I am not sure how the quality for this is because I'm using weird headphones because they plug into my soundboard. This is kind of my first recording test, recording with the actual board. So, there's a train going by the way. Alright, so you guys get the picture. Dang, that train is freaking loud. Holy crud. Okay, so here's what we gotta do. If we press Control 2, it'll put it to the default zoom. If we double click here, that'll highlight it. To make our horror music, it's basically going to be something that you would hear in the background in a horror film or a horror video game. First thing we have to do is turn the tempo up until it's less than 10 seconds. Or close to 10 seconds. So to change the pitch, we will have to go into the effects menu and go to change tempo, turn it up to the highest spot. I would not change this to 10 seconds because it won't sound as good. It's better if you just turn this up to the highest spot, let it go, and as you can see, it's not quite 10 seconds, it's exactly 51 seconds. So what we have to do now is, if we go into effects, we can press repeat change tempo up here, or we can press Control R. I'll name off all the keystrokes I make in this video as I make them. So yes, now we have our 10-second song. A 10-second song. Sounds like this. Beautiful. Okay. So now we got that done, we have to turn the pitch way down. So let's double click that to highlight it again. Go into the effects menu and change pitch. Now, this is important. When you turn it down, you're going to put it like above the I and the E in preview. In the word preview in this button. Because if you turn it all the way down, it'll make it so it just doesn't work for some reason. I don't know why. I haven't looked into why. It just doesn't. So put it above like the I and the E, somewhere between the V, the I, and the E in preview. That's what I usually do. So you do that until it's barely audible. I'd say we go one more. So Control R. Perfect! Oh, excuse me. That epic voice crack though. Alright, now we go into effect, go to change pitch, and we do the same thing but turning it up. And just like last time, we turn it up close to all the way but not quite. And press OK. I don't know what these things on the end are. We'll chop those off at the very end though. So, we're going to try to make it sound like the pitch of a baby crying. Because human instinct makes you feel like fear and adrenaline when you hear a baby crying. So, it's very cool, I mean, in my opinion. So I'm going to Control R to redo that. Yeah, let's continue to do it. Let's try one more. It sounds pretty good. Let's try that. Alright, then we go to... let me get my post-it note. I forgot what I'm supposed to do from here. At this point, you can either leave it like this, to sound like this, or you can go into the effects menu and reverse it, here it is, to get a different sound. By the way, I just did Control Z, that undoes things, as you know. But reversing is optional, and usually when I do this, I don't do that. So, next, all we really have to do is select all of it and pulse stretch it, which pulse stretch is fun. Don't change these settings. If you have changed these settings from their defaults of 10 and 0.25, then change them back for this, because, yeah, there's no reason to change it. This takes longer than most other effects, by the way. So, now you are left with something like this. Let me turn this up a little bit. So that's what that sounds like, and, yeah. So, what I like to do, because that's pretty high-pitched, now that you've already got it to sound like a baby crying, if you change the pitch after you pulse stretch way down, it gives a completely new effect. So, play with this. It's a fun trick to do. This song I used is Creative Commons, so there will be a link to that in the description. There will also be a link where you can download this audio track that I made from it for free, and it is in the... I don't know if I'm going to be able to put it in the public domain because I made it from a Creative Commons song, but I'll look that up. So it's either going to be public domain or Creative Commons, depending on which. It will be free either way and free to use in your videos and video games and such. So yes, there will also be a link down in the description and possibly on screen right now, future me while I'm editing, to the original creator of this method. All I did is add the thing at the end where you turn the pitch back down, and then the rest is what he did. But I felt like this was a really cool thing, and I should show you guys, because it's awesome. Oh, goodness. Excuse me, I burped. So that is just about it for now. Let me know whether or not you like this video. If you want to be more on as well, plop your cursor down on that big red button really to subscribe, and I'll see you when I see ya. Oops, wrong screen.